Well, I'd like to use this gCADPlus design for a site in Colorado in the US to illustrate how useful the plant database file that is used with gCADPlus can be. And I can activate it by going gCADPlus and edit the plant list. So here's a plant list of native species for the area, and I'll just widen the view of the plant schedule. The plant schedule, all the schedules have a simple text format. They just end in GCP, and they have a series of records. Each one of these is a record as I scroll down, and you can see that I can store, in this case, botanical name, common name, type, code, pot size, and so on. But it's really very flexible. If, for the sake of argument, I'm not going to use pot size, then I can select it and change the column. And I might, in this case, I might say height sea level, because the native species that you use in Colorado are going to be very dependent on the height of the site. So you might put that as 10,000 feet, and you're storing extra information. If you don't want to store the cost of the plant that goes in and is being used, you can simply delete it. So there it goes. We're deleting the column. So we are playing with the order. I added a column. By default, there's one called custom, and I'll show you the default layout in a moment. But I've added another one using the add column, and I've put links to photos in there. So if we said we want to, for the sake of argument, put an image on this page that's hidden at the moment behind the plant database arrangement, we could say, well, we want to add, let's the Colorado blue. So we can simply go across here, click in that particular column, and Control-A to load it, and then Control-C to copy it. And then I can close from there. I've got the information that I want. I can go to Format, Images, and I can add it. We've already got the path because we were storing the location on the net to an image from Wikipedia. And by the way, we do donate to Wikipedia on a regular basis. And here we are. We have the image, so we can insert it. And okay. So I'm in the habit of trying to keep the gap between the images pretty much the same. And we can copy the label across like so. I've got polar on, so that helps me just copy it across very neatly. One could argue that that's a little close, isn't it? There are a number of ways around that, but setting a crossing window, we can just move it slightly. Now, we want this particular species, we want to rename it, and I'd like to illustrate how easy that is. It's obviously not that particular campanula, but we can go to our edit our plant database file, and here's the one we